Good afternoon and welcome to our first ever 6th grade awards assembly that is online. I'm Principal Hine and welcome to all of our parents and family members who might be watching live at home, or maybe you're watching it recorded later on. We're glad you're here to help us celebrate the successes of this school year. Our students often know that I tell many of them that one of my favorite pastimes is to climb mountains. I love going out to Colorado or places out west and climb up a mountain. I love to get to the top of a summit and see a view for hundreds of miles on a beautiful day. But when you climb to the top of a mountain, one of my favorite things also to do is to look back. I try to look back, like maybe down the trail to where my car is, which might be like 10 miles away. Maybe I can see it, maybe it's even too far away to see. But I go, wow, look how far I've come. That's what today's about. Today is about finishing 6th grade. We've climbed a 6th grade mountain and are about to go to 7th grade. And today we're looking back at the trail we've been on. Some of you have really persevered. You've maybe gotten past obstacles in your way. You've gone through tough days where maybe you didn't feel like coming to school. Maybe you didn't feel like learning, or maybe that one subject is really tough for you. But you persevered, you were resilient, and you found a way to get to the top of the 6th grade mountain. So today, the teachers and I are really excited to celebrate our students and the amazing accomplishments that they've had this year. So here's how it's going to work. We have a series of awards that we're going to present. I'm going to let the teachers do the presentations, and Mrs. Frame, my assistant principal, Mrs. Mann, our counselor, one of our 6th grade counselors, they're going to help me introduce each award so parents and students know what the award is about. And then each teacher will come and present the awards for each of their classes. So our first awards today are what we call our subject area awards. So these are awards where students in each class have excelled in that subject. So we're going to have outstanding math students, science students, geography students, and English students for each teacher in each of their classes. And then following that, Mrs. Luffelholtz, our STEM teacher, will come present outstanding students in our electives classes. So we'll begin with Miss Stewart. Come on up.
Good afternoon. It has been an amazing joy to teach your kids this year. It has been absolutely insane, but they have met every challenge that we have thrown at them. Every single one of your students has grown this year. They have been resilient, probably even more resilient than us as adults sometimes. So I've just been really proud to be their teacher and to have been able to teach them this year. So we will start with first hour, and that is Quinn Mosher. Second hour reading is Tori Milliken. Third hour is Aiden Dukes. And then for my last class, 5th hour, Aiden Zachariah. Next will be Mrs. Patrick with her math awards.
Hello. I am going to present my math awards. First hour, I have Faith Van Houten. She's absent today. Second hour, Abe Williams. hour, Bryson Kernet.
Turned it by the way, but okay. I'm sorry.
And then fifth hour, Jackson Shum. Then next you have Mr. Griswold with geography.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. I just want to say that it has been an amazing year. It's been an honor teaching your child this year, geography, and the year, even though it's been crazy, it seems like it's gone by really fast. So I just want to thank all of you for allowing your students to be in my class. It's been a privilege, and thank all the students, and thank you guys for making our first year here at Lakeview as teachers an amazing year. So thank you guys for that as well. First hour for geography, I have Aaron Rick. Second hour, we have Dina Camacho Gallegos. Third hour, we have Miss Ellie Ramsey. And then fifth hour, we have Mr. Carson Bowen. So then next we'll have Ms. Ledford with science.
Hello, thank you guys for being here. Let's go ahead and jump right in. For science, first hour, Keegan McPherson. For my second hour, Zane Finkenbeiner. Third hour, Noah Cooper. And for fifth hour, Nolan Moy. All right, great job, guys. Mrs. Leffa Holtz.
Okay, so I am speaking on behalf of the electives teachers, and we chose two outstanding sixth grade students from first and second semester overall. So we didn't necessarily go by pod. So there won't necessarily be one from every elective in pod 2 and pod 4. So don't be disappointed if you're like, wait, I didn't hear gifted, or so. Anyway, we're gonna celebrate the friends that were chosen from pod 2 here today. Okay, when I call your name, please come on down. So from technology, I have Leah Van Houten. For STEM, I have Marcos Hernandez. For art, I have Elena De La Rosa Halstead. Also for art, I have Dylan Shane. For music, I have Ryan Moon. Congratulations. And also for music, I have Carson Bowen. And Ms. Frame will be up next to continue on our awards assembly. Thank you.
The next two awards celebrate student growth and student improvement. We have ELA iStation and Math iStation for students with most growth from each hour. Ms. Patrick and Ms. Stewart will be presenting those. And then we also have improvement awards from each class for each subject. So the improvement awards are not necessarily academic based. They can be based on anything, whether it's behavior, overall improvement in classroom, any of those things. So we have Ms. Stewart first.
Awesome. We will jump in with iStation. So you guys give yourselves a pat on the back because you take iStation every month, and that is definitely a good feat. So good job. So for the most growth for my first hour is Asher Brummett. Most growth for second hour is Caitlin Hopper. Most growth for third hour is Gabby Wright. And most growth for fifth hour is Piper Edwards. All right, and so for most improved in my first hour is Olivia Ward. Most improved for second hour, Josiah Rios. Most improved for third hour, Davis Morris. And then for fifth hour, most improved is Lexi Malden.
for math most improved, these were, no, growth, I-Station, growth. I have Florentino Contreras. For second hour, I have Santi Martinez. For third hour, I have Jose Cifuentes. Fifth hour, Eric Gutierrez. For my most improved students throughout the year, these are kids that just were resilient all year long. Even when it was hard, because I teach math, so things get hard sometimes, and they continue to work hard every single day, showed up, completed assignments, things like that. And so my most improved for first hour is Ryan Moon. For second hour, I have Phoebe Sharp. Third hour, Macy Hatcher. And for fifth hour, Luis Figueroa. Next up, you have Mr. Griswold.
All right, so these students showed the most improvement in geography class over the course of the year. So first hour is Miss Gabby Wright. Second hour, we have Miss Leah Van Houten. Third hour is Miss Abby Henderson. And then fifth hour is Miss Paisley Watson. So now we'll have Miss Ledford with science.
All right, these are the most improved science students for the year. Just like Ms. Patrick said, you guys were all extremely resilient this year. You guys should be very proud of yourself. For first hour, Dylan Shane. For second hour, Lance Meeks.
Yay!
Third hour, Crystal Hernandez. And for my 5th hour, Ashley Penaloza Ponce. All right, and I'll be turning it back over to Mr. Hine.
All right, thank you, teachers. All right, so now we're going to get into two of my favorite awards to recognize, because they're not necessarily about academics or smarts up here. It's more about what's in here. It's about what's in your heart, what kind of citizen you are, and what you've contributed during an exceptionally difficult school year. So we have one award that's never been given at Lakeview before, because none of us have ever heard of it before, at least not a year ago, and it is the CLP Award. A year ago, none of us knew what CLP was. We might not even remember what it stands for today. It's Continuous Learning Plan. But we all sure know what a CLP day was, don't we? If we said we were going CLP, everybody knew what that meant. And it's tough to learn from home. Some of you had extra distractions and things that made it tough. Maybe the internet wasn't working. Maybe you had a dog running around your room distracting you. Maybe you had a little brother you had to take care of. Maybe your family had to go somewhere and you're in the car listening on your mom's phone trying to listen to lessons. But our teachers wanted to recognize students who gave exceptional effort, participation, and engagement during CLP days. So they will be recognizing students who were outstanding CLP students. The second award that they'll be giving when they come up here, and this one really is important to me, and it's called our Miller Five Award. So the Miller Five Award, if you recall, Miller Five, parents, we've always done ready, respectful, responsible if you've been with us for the 4th and 5th grade. But this year we added resiliency and being resilient and being relational. So ready, respectful, responsible, resilient, and relational. And we always talk at Lakeview about striving for the Miller Five. We strive for the Miller Five. And we also tell our students that this isn't just a 4th, 5th, and 6th grade thing. This is a life thing. Because we may not call it the Miller Five when you're as old as I am, but I guarantee you, successful contributing citizens exhibit readiness, being respectful, being responsible, being resilient, and being relational. It's a life skill. Our kids often see it in their parents, they see it in their teachers, they see it in neighbors and other family members, people important in their lives. And so we always try to stress that we are going to strive for the Miller Five long after we leave the hallways and classrooms of Lakeview. So today, not only will we do the CLP Award, but we're going to be giving away these Miller Five Awards. And students, I just want to say, in a group this size, parents, we have over 100 students in here in the pit behind the computer that you can't see. In a group this size, if you get honored with a Miller Five Award, that is extremely special. Because I know it's difficult for your teachers, because many of you, many more than will receive a certificate, do their best to show Miller Five every day. So do it this year, this very difficult year, and to be recognized in a crowd this size of exhibiting the Miller Five and being a great citizen is very, very special. So please help me celebrate these students. And again, I'll invite up Ms. Stewart to start off with her CLP and then Miller Five Awards.
All right, let's jump into my first hour CLP award goes to Nicole Drylee. Second hour goes to Dylan Shane. Tyler Leneve. And 5th hour goes to Tristan Kerr. All right, and we will jump into these Miller Five Awards. For my first hour, Nolan Moy. For my second hour, Hadley Hines. two that were chosen that I chose out of all 100 students.
All right, so for my CLP, I had a 6-year-old at home, so most of my classes saw him during CLP, but these kids always showed up. They were always, screens were always on, things were always taken care of whenever they were in class. So my first hour is Zane Finkenminder. Second hour, Kate Samuel. My third hour, Erin Foha. Fifth hour, Alex Tier. My Miller Five awards go to someone in first hour and someone in third hour. My first one is Hunter Easterling. And then Nicole Driley. Next up, we have Mr. Griswold.
All right, so my first hour, outstanding effort and engagement during CLP goes to Mr. Blake Ballman. Second hour goes to Mr. Diego Rodriguez. Third hour, outstanding effort and engagement during CLP is Miss Marley Rose. And then fifth hour, outstanding effort and engagement during CLP is Mr. Chase Brookshire. All right, so my girl that received the Miller Five Award is Miss Shelby Morris. And then my boy that received the Miller Five Award is Mr. Marcos Hernandez. Next is Miss Ledford.
For the CLP Outstanding Effort and Engagement for my first hour, this award goes to Abel Abraham. For second hour, Jonathan Buffa. Third hour, Abe Williams. And lastly, for my fifth hour, Miss Zoe Snyder. All right, and for my two students that exhibited Miller Five traits, it's extremely difficult, but both of these students come from my fifth hour. So can I please have Carson Tinsley to the side? All right, and lastly, Miss Kate Samuels. And I will turn it back over, or it looks like I'm handing it over to Mrs. Mann.
Well, it warms my heart to see you guys celebrate each other's successes. I love to see you cheer each other on because this year's been tough, right? But we're not going to focus on all the hard things. We're going to talk about all of the amazing things that you've overcome this year because that's what each and every one of you are. You're an overcomer. You have been resilient this year. Every time you've gotten knocked down, you've gotten back up. Sometimes with the help from others, sometimes you found it all within yourself to keep going. And we're very proud of you for that. Let's take a look back really fast. Listen up, friends, okay? Let's think about the things you've already learned this year. You didn't know how to do Schoology when the year started. Now you're a master at it. You didn't know what CAMI was, but you know how. You might have heard of Zoom, but now you know how to do all of it, right? Amplify, all kinds of things. I tell my kids every single day, learn something new today. That doesn't necessarily mean learn something in math, or learn something new in geography or science or English. Just learn something new. I learned a new word this year. I didn't know what asynchronous was until we started having asynchronous learning days. Maybe you already knew, or maybe you learned that too. But you know what? We kept going this year. And so we're going to honor each and every one of you with a very special award. You'll get them tomorrow morning in first hour. Okay? But every single one of you is going to get an award, which I kind of nicknamed the I did it award, because you did. You survived 6th grade in a pandemic, going to school, at home, at school, on snow days, when there was no electricity. I mean, we could name it all. But guess what? It was tough, but with your growth mindset and your grit, you did it. And we're all very proud of you. So give yourself a round of applause.
All right. So how fun. Very cool to see everybody and their successes this year. So many great achievements. Each piece of paper representing someone's very hard work and dedication. And the fact that your teachers recognize you and your efforts is exceptionally special. And I'm very proud of each one of you. I would like to say a word to our parents just for a moment. Whether you're watching live or recorded, we want you to know that we recognize it's been a hard year on you too. It's been very difficult on our students and our staff, our teaching staff, but we know there were many hours, days, nights at home given to supporting kids at home, making sure they're logged on, having what they need, following a schedule, getting assignments turned in, that parents on the whole had to put out much, much more effort than we typically have to in a school year. And many of you did it with multiple jobs and trying to keep things going for your family and helping your children learn at the same time. So we also want to recognize, if students, if you help me applaud our parents and their extra help this year. And our teachers, let me tell you this, I've been a principal a long time, and I have never seen a group of working adults, particularly in education, give so much above and beyond so that we could continue learning at school. Our teachers have been creative, innovative, positive, collaborative, and just trying to find a way to make it work. Kind of like they say about the post office, you know, they deliver rain, sleet, snow, sunshine, whatever. Our teachers delivered learning, whether it was sunny, icy, snowy, COVID-D, that's not a word, but you know what I mean. No matter what, our teachers found a way to keep learning going, and they modeled resiliency for all of us. How about a hand for our teachers, students? Let's give our teachers a round of applause. I would like to extend a special thank you to Mrs. Frame for her efforts in getting this assembly together. She got all the certificates and all that ready. And Mrs. Mann for helping recognize our resiliency. All right, so this is one more, this is for you all. Raise your hand if you were here. I know many of you are new, this is your first year at Lakeview, but raise your hand if you came here for third grade tours 3 years ago. As a third grader, raise your hand if you came over from Ranchwood, Central, or Skyview, and you sat here in the pit while we had student council members back here who gave you a tour, and I talked about how many of you are nervous coming to a new school, and we talked about what a school day at Lakeview would be like. All right, look around the room. I told you that one day, you put your hands down, thank you. I told you one day, you'll look back and remember when you were that little third grader who was a little bit nervous, and now look at you. We are ready to send our sixth graders to UConn Middle School and 7th and 8th grade. I think I'm qualified to say this because I spent several years as both a 7th and 8th grade teacher. So I know a 7th grader and an 8th grader when I see one. I know a student who's ready for the challenges and learning objectives ahead in 7th and 8th grade. And let me tell you, today, this pit is full of students ready for 7th grade. So we are about 49 hours away. So I'm just going to tell you, 49 hours away from sending our very next, actually it's the very first in 10 years we've sent 6th graders to 7th grade. We've always sent 5th graders to 6th grade at the middle school. So for the first time in 10 years, I am sending a group of 6th graders to 7th grade at UConn Middle School. How about a cheer for that? Now, you're 7th grade. So no matter what, the last thing I want to say, when you do what we do for a long time, we love to hear of your success stories. I can name many, many students in my past who've come back to see me and tell me, hey, I'm running a business in UConn. I had a student a couple of years ago who showed up when we had a student injured on the playground as a firefighter for our UConn Fire Department. And I told him, man, there's nothing cooler than one of my former students coming back as an adult to take care of one of my current students. And he was helping a student who got injured on the playground. I mean, that's just awesome. So I cannot wait. There is just so much collective potential in this room. And some of you may have not had the year you were hoping for. Maybe you got more trouble than you would have liked to have got. Maybe your grades weren't quite where you'd like them to be. But I want to encourage you, have a restful, safe, fun summer. 7th grade is a fresh start. We have a new building, a new place to make an impact. And I cannot wait to hear of the successes that you have on the road in front of you. So students, never give up on yourselves. Each of you have something to contribute to this world. And I know we're going to see each other again for the next couple of days, but for our last time collectively all together, congratulations on completing 6th grade at Lakeview. And all of us will miss you, and we wish you the best at UConn Middle School and beyond. A hand for our 6th grade. So parents, once again, thank you for joining us. We do appreciate your support, and we wish everyone a happy, fun, and safe summer. Have a good day.